Why do good women settle for the wrong men? Why do good women go into relationships with the wrong men? And why do they end up marrying the wrong men? I just need to get married. Once I get married, all my problems will be solved. Once I get married, I'll be happy. Once I get married, I'll be fulfilled. But if I break this relationship, this guy is going to be sad. This guy is going to be heartbroken. I don't want him to kill himself. I don't want him to hurt himself. Hi, my name is Mojirola. And today I want to talk about why good women settle for the wrong man. Let me say that one more time. Why good women settle for the wrong man. It's gonna be a hot one today. Why am I talking about this? Personally, I've gone through my own share of wrong relationships, and that has made me just, over the years, I've just taken time to reflect on how I found myself in those situations. Why did I date this person? Why did I go into a relationship with this person? And was there something, why was I oblivious to some of the red flags? And why didn't I see, even when a relationship progressed, why did I still remain in that relationship? And I've spoken to other women who have gone through similar situations to sort of get an idea of what was the state of their mind, what are some of the reasons why they think they weren't able to judge correctly. If you know anyone that is single, please share this video with them. This is going to bless them. If there's something I'm so passionate about right now, is to make sure no other woman makes the same mistake I've made in my own life. And let me tell you, I've got the experience, and I've gone through really bad relationships, and I don't want any woman to ever go through a bad relationship or a bad marriage. Why do good women settle? First off, I'm going to define what I mean by what settling means in this context. Settling basically means when you go for less than what you deserve, less than what is best for you, less than what is compatible with you, less than what aligns with your values. So the first reason I find is lack of identity. When you don't know who you are, when you've not taken time to spend time with yourself, to discover your identity, to know who you are, what you like, your weaknesses, your strengths, the kind of person you are, your personality, just getting to understand yourself, and finding a sense of identity, being rooted in who you are. When you don't know who you are, you're going to settle for less. You would most likely settle for less because you don't even know who you are to begin with. Also, when you don't have a sense of identity, you're going to try find yourself in someone else. So you're going to be trying to find yourself in the man, for instance, and you're going to be trying to find your identity and your sense of self-worth in the person, in another person, and that is very dangerous. So basically, you're going to accept, and this is very dangerous because when you don't know who you are, people are constantly trying to put labels on us. So it's so important in life, in relationships, to know who we are so we don't just take on any label people put on us. When you don't know who you are, somebody can tell you you're silly, you're stupid, someone can tell you you're not smart, someone can tell you, people try to put labels on you, trying to make you, mold you into who they want you to be. And you will easily conform because you don't know who you are. So number one step is taking time to study yourself, to take personality tests, be quiet, spend time with God, get to know who you are. What makes me unique? What makes me tick? What do I like? What don't I like? What are my values, right? What are my values? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are areas I want to improve on? And very important questions to ask. Having a sense of identity is the number one. Not having a sense of identity is the number one reason women would settle for less or settle for the wrong people. They will be easy praise for the wrong person because the wrong person will constantly want to mold you into who they want you to be. And sometimes even people with good intentions, they unknowingly, would mold you maybe out of love and, out of, care, and, maybe they see your potentials. They want to, they may mold you into what you're not meant to be. So you need to know who you are. Second reason I found is when we don't place value on ourselves. So, and that starts with knowing ourselves. So Knowing ourselves helps us to place adequate value on ourselves. We know who we are, so we are not going to settle for less because we know the value we carry, we know the gifts we have. So we're not going to settle for less. You won't allow just anyone into your life, right? Because you're going to evaluate people who are going to come into your life and ask yourself questions like, what value is this person going to be adding to my life? Okay, I'm adding, this is how valuable I am. Does this person see themselves as valuable? How valuable is this person going to be in my life as well? Are they going to add to me, or are they going to take away from me? You want to make sure you're not in relationship with people trying to take from you. So having a good estimation of your value of yourself is so important, because you must protect your gifts, your dreams, your future at all costs. You have to protect your gifts, your dreams, your future at all costs. A third reason I found is searching for fulfillment and happiness. When we think getting into that relationship would make us happy, when we're not fulfilled and happy on our own, with us on our own, and we think dating that person is going to bring that happiness. Oh, if I was dating that guy, I'll be so happy, I'll be so fulfilled, my life will be so complete. No, a relationship is not going to complete you. You have to find your own happiness, find your own fulfillment. You have to find what fulfills you and makes you happy. You have to be content being single. You have to be happy being single. uh, if you will not, the other person is not going to make you happy. You're not going to find fulfillment because you get into that relationship or marriage, with the other person, whoever they may be. You have to be fulfilled. You have to be happy on your own. You have to be whole on your own, and that comes from that sense of identity, that sense, um, and that comes from that sense of identity and a sense of purpose, which I'm going to talk about next. So number four, the fourth reason people end up in the wrong relationship is lacking a sense of purpose, not having a sense of purpose. Purpose is what gives meaning to life. So if you don't have some level of clarity on what you want to do with your life, the direction you want to go while you are here on earth, what would God want me to do? What are my skills? What are my talents? What am I good at? um, why am I here? Those very, deep, asking those deep questions to really discover who you are, your purpose, your gift, your talent, not doing that deep work to find yourself. And it's one major reason people end up in the wrong relationship. Because when you know who you are, we talked about that earlier, and you have a sense of purpose, you have an idea, even if, I mean, it's not totally clear, but you have an idea of what you feel you should be doing with your life, of the direction you feel you should be going with your life. It's going to help you narrow down your choices. It's like a filtering system. So it helps you filter those who you allow into your life to come on the journey with you. Is there a convergence, or are your goals divergent? Are you both going to be able to merge your dreams and your goals? Are you able to work together with this person? Is this person going to you know draw you away from the things that you hold dear, that you believe you should be doing with your life? Are their dreams aligned with your dreams? But unfortunately, especially for younger girls, for instance, who may not have gotten to that point where they have some level of clarity, and this also applies to older women, it's not a matter of age, it's a matter of doing the deep work to find out, to really understand yourself and what you hold there and what you want to do with your life, and a sense of clarity on purpose. It's a very critical factor that predisposes a lot of people to merging their lives, joining their lives with the wrong people, because a wrong person, may not necessarily be because the person is wrong character wise. They could just be wrong for you. Doesn't mean they won't be the right person for someone else, but they are just wrong for you. Settling doesn't mean you're settled for a bad guy who doesn't treat you well. It also means settling for someone who is not suitable for you. So having some level of clarity and definition about your purpose and direction in life would help you, keep you from settling for the wrong person. Fifth reason why women settle for the wrong man is loneliness. You're tired of being by yourself. It's hard being alone. I mean, being single, alone in the house. You want a partner. You want someone to do life with, someone to travel with, someone to have fun with, and go out with, and all of that, which are great things. And sometimes if those are not well managed, if we stay in that state of loneliness and we don't actively seek for avenues to um, other avenues, and we allow that push us into going to a relationship. So we're going to that relationship to fulfill that need, that void, because there's a void, you're feeling lonely and you just want someone in your life. When a woman gets to that place and they're like, I just want someone, I don't want to be living alone at home. I want someone to cuddle with, I want someone to keep me warm, I want someone to talk with, all of that. um that can predispose someone to just settling. You know what? I'm just tired of being lonely. I just want someone to talk with, and someone to hold me, someone to hug me, and someone to love me and make me feel good. That can predispose you to settling for the wrong person, because you're not in a good state at that point to really make um, a logical decision. You're just trying to fill an immediate need. Sixth reason why women settle: a scarcity mindset, where you feel all the good guys are taken. How many times have you heard that? There are no good men out there. All the good men are gone. And that mindset alone is gonna make you settle, because you're just gonna basically settle for whatever you can find, because you don't think you can get any better. You think all the good guys are already married. So yeah, what's left? You're basically picking from the pool of scraps that is left. That is a very wrong mindset to have. You always have to have an abundance mentality to say there are still good men out there, just like I'm a good woman and I'm going to be found. There are good men out there also looking for good women, and the good men are not all gone. So yeah, a scarcity mindset. You want to make sure you constantly you surround yourself with the right people, you listen to the right things, you read the right books, and you want to also make sure expose yourself, go out, go to meet people, so you see that there's actually go to change your environment, go to new places, meet more people. So you see there's actually a lot more people out there who are single and looking than you think. The seventh reason why women settle in relationship and marriage is because they idolize marriage. You know, ever since we were little girls, the fairy tales is always about being swept off our feet by a knight in shiny armor. It's you go to school. The next thing is, you're thinking of marriage, getting married, and having kids. That's like marriage is, like one of the most important, maybe the most important thing, is like the most important thing we look forward to. Idolizing marriage is great. Marriage is beautiful, and God desires for us, for each one to have their own mates too. Two are better than one can chase 1,000, two can chase 10,000. So definitely marriage is God's idea. The problem is when we now idolize marriage, when marriage is even more important than God, when getting married becomes an idol, the man becomes an idol, even more important than God. Even more we are looking for the man even more than we seek God. That's when it becomes a problem. Like all we, when all you care about is I just want to get married. I just want to get married. I just want to be in a relationship. I just want someone to love me. I just want to be married. That is red flag. You're something something's like you're gonna go wrong, because you're going about it the wrong way. Like thinking, oh, once I get married, every other thing is gonna be okay. I just need to get married. Once I get married, all my problems will be solved. Once I get married, I'll be happy. Once I get married, I'll be fulfilled. Like marriage is the magic key to solve all my life problem, all my issues, and it's just gonna be that magic wand that makes it all go away. No, sis, you're gonna be in for a big shock, a rude shock, a big disappointment. So it's important realizing, as much as we want to get married, and marriage is a beautiful thing, we want to make sure we don't allow that desire overwhelm. We don't allow that desire consume us. Eighth reason why good women settle for the wrong man is being a people pleaser. If you're a people pleaser, you're going to want to please people even when it hurts you. You're going to continue in that relationship that may not necessarily be good for you because you don't want to hurt the other person. You're going to continue because you don't want to offend your parents, your friends, whoever, onlookers, people who don't even care about you. You're a people pleaser. If you care more about pleasing people, um, even at your own expense, you care about pleasing people at your own expense. And this takes us back to one, having a sense of identity and valuing yourself, placing a level of worth and value on yourself would help with dealing with this, that you're not pleasing people at the expense of your own life, your own fulfillment, your own happiness, your own purpose. Very important. So this is one another major reason why people settle for the wrong people. Um, you're dating this guy and you're thinking, oh, you realize the relationship is probably not good for you, or you're not really getting value from this relationship. This relationship is not really adding to you, or you don't really sense that you're compatible, but you're like, oh God, but if I break this relationship, this guy is going to be sad. This guy is going to be heartbroken. I don't want him to kill himself. I don't want him to hurt himself. If I end this relationship, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to do something stupid, and I don't want to be the reason why, he's heartbroken. Girl, let me tell you something. Oh my God. Well, let me tell you something. You don't want to break his heart. It's better it's going to heal. Let me tell you. Yeah, it's going to get hurt, but it's going to get over it. What you don't want to do is, and he may not even get his heart broken. Maybe he wasn't even so invested in the first instance. Maybe you are the only one that is even invested. um, yeah, but you never want to sacrifice your happiness, sacrifice your purpose, fulfillment, your joy, just to make someone else happy. Don't do it. Don't. Just don't do it. Once you realize something is wrong for you, once you realize this is probably not the right relationship for you, you need to let it go. And especially when you sought counsel, you've spoken with people who you value their opinion and their advice, you need to let it go. Don't hold on to anything, any job, anyone, anything whatsoever, because you want to please other people. Don't lose your joy. Don't lose your life. Don't lose yourself because you want to please other people. Don't do it. Number 9, which you may not have thought about, is when you overestimate your strength and you think, oh, how bad can it be? I can handle it. It's okay. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a shot. You see the red flags, right? And you're like, oh, it's okay. I think I can handle it. I think I'll be fine. You overestimate what you're actually able to handle. You underestimate the damage the wrong person with the wrong mindset, with the wrong mentality can do to you. And you overestimate your capacity to handle things like abuse, um, and stuff like that. You underestimate how much damage the wrong relationship can do to your identity, can do to your sense of self-worth, your confidence, your career, your even your wealth. It's better to channel that energy, that strength, into a profitable relationship, into a value-adding relationship. Don't dissipate your energy unnecessarily. Be wise. Conserve the energy. You're not here to save the world. Don't try and, oh, I guess that brings me, this wasn't going to be the 10th point. When you feel, you see yourself as a superhero here to save the world, and you take on the wounded and the broken, and you're the mama bear. You're going to heal him. You're going to nurture him. You're going to mentor him. Yeah. Relationship is not mentorship, right? If you want to mentor someone, yes, mentor them as in mentor protege relationship, but not a love relationship. So don't go into a relationship thinking you're going to help him, you're going to, you know what he's going through, you understand his pain, and you're going to help him heal. You're going to mentor him, you're going to teach him, or whatever it is you think you can do to bring this guy up to power, to help him get stable, the emotional stability or healing or whatever he needs. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let him get healed, let him get the healing or whatever he needs and become whole and strong before you consider going to a relationship. 11th reason, which is very interesting, is the fear factor. When you're afraid of something, you are more likely to begin to attract what you're afraid of. When you're afraid of marrying the wrong person, you're on the lookout for the wrong people. You end up literally attracting those things you don't want, and you literally constant because your mind is preoccupied with, I don't want to make it, I don't want to miss it in marriage, I don't want to marry the wrong person. Like in the Bible, when Job says, what I feared most is what happened to me. You want to make sure you're not living in fear. You're not living in fear of making the wrong marital choice. You want to make sure you're empowered, you get the information you need, you read the books, you listen to the teachings, you're empowered to make the right decisions, but you're not living in fear, wondering, oh God, I pray I don't marry the wrong person, oh I pray I don't miss it. Number 12, the ticking clock, i.e. the age factor, especially for women. You're in your 30s, late 30s, late 40s, you're like, the biological clock is ticking. We used to be able to have children, likelihood of having children is getting slimmer by the day, and now it's just like, I just need to marry now, I just need to marry now. And we are just gonna most likely just settle for whoever comes along because, hey, I need to marry now, or I'm not going to be able to have children. So I don't care at this point. I just need a man, I just need to be married, and there's nobody coming. And if this is not going to happen, I'm going to make it happen. You're just going to find anyone you can find, basically, as long as it's a male gender. you know yeah, just gonna settle for it. And I totally get this. And it's a challenge for women, actually, as we begin to grow older. It's definitely a concern. But at the end of the day, we get married, so you get married in your 40s, and unfortunately it's a wrong marital choice. It ends up affecting your happiness. It may affect your wealth, your finances, your physical health. People are get into abusive relationships, for instance. You end up having a not so great father for your children. These are life decisions with lifelong impact, right? And you get married in your 30s, your late 20s, your late 30s, and you realize, come to think of it, I still have 70 more years on earth. Why was I rushing? I thought my life was coming to an end because I was becoming 30. Because I was almost 30, I thought my life was coming to an end, and I just need to get married now. And then you get into that marriage, realize, what? I still have 70 whole years on. Why did I think my life was coming to an end? It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. Marriage is great, but don't don't you want to make sure you get it right, basically. And final one for today's video. I still have a long list, like 12 other things, 12 other reasons I'm going to be talking about in my next video. So be on the lookout for that. But just so that this video is not so long, I'm going to keep this to this 12 reasons for today. Is having the wrong criteria. When you if your criteria, having the wrong criteria of what you're looking out for a man. Is it just physical, superficial things, or is it more about, oh, do our values align? Who is just the character of the person, the values, his purpose, where is his direction, is there alignment and all of that. Having the wrong criteria would definitely predispose anyone to making the wrong choice. The things I talked about in this video had to do more with internal, personal things, right? Had to do more with you as an individual, understanding your identity and purpose, self-worth, value, all of those things. In the next video, I'm going to be looking at more external factors that predispose women to settling for the wrong man. I hope you found some value from this video. Please share this with any single person you know. Um, the reason I'm doing this video is just so that I help other women out there who are single and at a point where they're still able to make the right decisions and not, you don't have to learn from experience, basically. You don't have to learn from your own experience. You can learn from other people's experiences. So here I am sharing my own experience and those of other women so that you don't have to make those mistakes. So if you have a child or a sister or a friend, anyone you know that is single and that can benefit from this video, please share it with them. I beg you, please. Please share it. Relationships, getting into the wrong relationships can really damage people. Some suffer permanent damages. Some lose their lives just because they got into the wrong relationship. Some get derailed from from their purpose, from what they should be doing in their lives. They, even career wise, they lose themselves. The choice of who you marry is so important. So that's why I'm doing this video. I need to help women out there, single women out there, even for people who have, maybe you've been married before, you've gone through a divorce and you're looking to settle again. This video is for you because it's important not to repeat those same mistakes we made in the past. I love you all and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video where we're going to dive deeper into some of those external factors that predispose women to settling for the wrong man. Thank you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and also if there are other factors you're aware of or you've identified or you've found out, predispose women to get married to wrong people, please leave them in the comments. I want to read from you. I want to learn from you as well. And I want other women to also learn from, a diverse pool of experiences. So please feel free to share so that someone can be helped, someone else can be saved.